Dr. Julian Anderson here, and today I'm going to teach you how to ace any spelling bee, all with the help of our favorite plumber Mario. Now, growing up, did your parents ever tell you that video games would rot your brain? Well, guess what? I'm here to tell you that they were wrong. That's right, completely and utterly wrong. Not only are video games an entertaining pastime, but they can quickly and easily be turned into an asset for our education. That's right, we can harness the power of video games to remember nearly any type of information. All that time spent racing go-karts, saving princesses, waging intergalactic battle can all be put to good use when it comes to school. Growing up, the only advice ever offered to me was to reread or rewrite information. Well, guess what? That didn't work. That didn't work at all for me. And the most frustrating part was that there didn't seem to be anything that I could do about it. I just had to hope that the information would magically spring forward when it came to the test. But guess what? It usually didn't. Unfortunately, most of my academic career, my grades were far from foolproof, and I would regularly get burned on test after test. It wasn't until my back was up against the wall in medical school that I finally figured out a foolproof system to remember any amount of information. And through my trials and tribulations, I discovered a technique that can help any student master any subject material. Best of all, it's based off of movies, TV shows, and video games. It doesn't get any better than that. Mario, Link, and a plethora of other virtual heroes helped me to pass my boards exams and achieve my MD. But instead of viruses, prions, fungi, and bacteria, today we're just going to focus on the spelling of some difficult words. And we're going to use Mario to help us. So how exactly do we turn our vocabulary into pictures? It's simple. We just break it down into smaller chunks. Then think up a unique picture to represent each unique word fragment. In this example, I use a simple word association for D and E, animals that those letters remind me of, a dog and an eel. I split the middle of the word into a shark fin and a creepy clown for it. Then, at the end of the word, I decided to use phonetic letter associations. I created pictures based on the sound of the letters, elf for L and wine for Y. After the word's broken down into pictures, we then link the pictures together and we place them inside familiar environments for safekeeping for later. We can't just have the pictures floating around in our mind, we need to anchor them down into filing cabinets so that we know exactly where to find them when we need to. Fortunately, anybody who already enjoys movies, TV shows, and video games already has a leg up on the competition, and we have tons of storage space to store nearly anything. Today, we're going to use Bob-omb Battlefield inside Mario 64, but feel free to use whatever virtual or physical environments that you want to. So let's stash our first word next to the pink bob-ombs at the start. Imagine a dog, D, loading an eel, E, into the cannon, while a shark-finned clown creeps behind the elf drinking wine. D-E-F-I-N-I-T-E-L-Y. Now let's move on to the chain chomp and focus on the word license. You'll never get the C and the S mixed up ever again if you simply imagine a lion, L, chasing Mario as he tries to deliver ice, I-C-E, to the chain chomp, who's guarding a bottle of Hennessy, N-S-E. The simpler the picture, the easier it will be to remember. If the word camouflage trips you up, just picture Mario beginning the climb up King Bob-omb's mountain. Imagine Mario launching himself up a camo, C-A-M-O, U-shaped half pipe up to the flag, F-L-A-G, planted on top, embroidered with an elephant, E. Finally, on top of the mountain, remembering how to spell conscience is a breeze if you simply remember Mario's encounter with King Bob-omb. Picture the explosive king wearing a convict outfit, C-O-N, and holding test tubes while he practices science, S-C-I-E-N-C-E, to represent con-science, or conscience. The time we spend playing video games is far from a waste. Between the main castle grounds, 15 main levels, 3 boss levels, there's plenty of virtual sprawling space to ace any vocab or spelling exam. Our favorite games have the ability to supercharge our learning and propel us to new heights.